Hello and welcome, Gemini. So it's in the evening now, and the sunlight is gone because my phone died after working on. Oh my god, what's the one of the readings? So I had to stop and let it charge and then come back. So now, Geminis, we're on to your February reading, and so we have the. You can't see that. I have a light somewhere. 1 second. Okay, I got my little phone ring light on. So your overall energy, so you can actually see the cards, is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, she's a fire energy. So unlike yourselves, because you're air signs, um, Queen of Wands are very homestead, but they do get the things done, and they're very level headed. So they're like, did you do your work? Okay, now you can go and play, that kind of thing. So they're very level headed. So maybe with her energy this month, you're going to be a little bit level headed about things. So your current situation, let's see. I'm going to do this because my nails are still kind of wet. Current situation is 8 of Swords. You're feeling trapped. Why are you feeling trapped? Is there an obstacle in the way? Were you planning a holiday somewhere, and now, like, obviously with the current situation in the media with this virus outbreak, has that changed your plans? Do you feel a bit lost? Do you feel like this is an obstacle? We'll see what this entails. Now. We have the Two of Pentacles. So you kind of have to balance things out. I'm going to just start dragging them off because my nails are still kind of wet. So I'm like, don't want to ruin my nails. So, you're feeling trapped, but now you need to start feeling, why is this an obstacle? Why can't you untie yourself and just walk around the swords and walk away from this? We have the Two of Pentacles here, so it's a balancing act. Can you balance your finances enough to get through this? Can you balance things out so that it can work out? It's a stressful time. It's alright, Gemini, it's going to be okay. What's going with that? Oh, I can. Yes, I can. I hate doing that to cards, bending them like that, but it's okay. So what's going for you is the Nine of Cups. So we see that your wishes are coming true and all the things are aligning. Okay, so things are lining up in the things that you want to get done, which is nice. And because of this, you're very level and you're very balanced and you're very level headed, like the Queen of Wands, like your overall energy for this month. So that's pretty straightforward, pretty straightforward. With your fear, we have the Eight of Cups. Your fear is, and this is a fear position in this reading that I do, you're not walking away from situations, just leave things be. Okay, your fear is that you can't walk away from things. You can't let this go. I can't not let this go. I need to get this done. You went from an Eight of Swords to an Eight of Cups here. So once you can't walk away from this obstacle, you can't walk away from this thing that's nagging you, just let it be. It's your fear, so it's the thing that's always on your mind. You have to let it be. I'm just going to take the top of the deck here. Empress. You're a very nurturing person, so with this you need to learn to walk away and just let things be. Let them nurture, let them grow, let them be on their own, So that's your fear. Your fear is that you're too caring. In this sense, you're too caring that you can't walk away. Your strength is the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of Wands energy here for you, I feel, because I know the Empress is not a wand, but she's holding like a scepter kind of thing. So your strength is the Knight of Wands, going out there, getting things done. As you can see, like, this Knight of Wands is on his way to the dragon. Maybe he's on his way to find that queen and tell him, like, just like, calm down the dragon. Who knows? But your strength is getting out there and doing things. You're getting out there, you're doing things to get this Eight of Swords energy out of the way, which is good. Your weakness is the Tower. You're not one for sudden change. You're okay for, like, a gradual change. You're just not one for sudden change, as most people are. Not many people like sudden change. I want to see what that entails, though. The Emperor. So we have the two parent cards here. We have the Empress and the Emperor. Again, maybe you don't like this sudden change if you're a father yourself, or if you're a male energy, or if you're a female energy, with male. If you're female with male energy, or vice versa, I feel like you don't like sudden change, and it involves a father-like figure, or if you are like the law and order of the household kind of thing, I feel like you don't like sudden change towards your power. But that's your weakness, you see. You need to let it go. You need to move on. You need to get out there and just do things like this Knight of Wands, because say if you have adult children kind of thing, you need to move on and let things be. They can sort their own lives out. So what if they don't have their own place yet or something like that? In the sense as well, for yourself, I feel like, Geminis, you just need to let things be. Like, go out there and get things done. Don't be worrying about, oh, what if I have to walk away from my 9 of Cups? So what? You have to walk away from your 9 of Cups, you leave with an ace. That's fine. It's a new beginning. It's a new fresh start. That kind of energy is going along here. But I feel like your weakness is that you don't like sudden change. You don't like sudden news. You don't like sudden things like that. And I'm like, you need to just embrace it and let things balance it out, because if you can balance this obstacle out, I think you can balance other things out. Your future is the moon. So with the moon card, you have to learn to grow as you go into the next month after February, which is March. You need to grow you're growing and learning through February here. You need to learn and grow, and you need to learn to pick a path and stick to it. Don't just wing it because you say so. I wanted to elaborate this. We have the Page of Swords. So you're very rash and naive to certain decisions. Like, yes, I've done this. This is my decision. I've solved a problem. It's not solved. Like, just because you say so, because apparently your weakness is this Emperor card, and just because you say yay or nay doesn't mean it's solved. Right? It doesn't mean it's solved. It just means you're just adding fire to this, fuel to this fire. Do you know what I mean? You're adding wood to this pyre kind of thing. And you're still learning about certain things. Like, you're learning that maybe things aren't the way they used to be when you were growing up. Maybe things aren't the way they should be to you. And that's okay, but you need to learn to get out of that 8 of Swords. Get out of the old habits. The old habits could be your obstacle. And yeah, so let's carry on to the Oracle. Oh, this one stayed behind. What are you? Nope. I'm going to shuffle it. It's very interesting. Each person's getting certain different things, and it's so interesting. Okay. That's your first week's energy. Your second week's energy. Third week. And your last week of February. Okay. Your first week's energy of February is Angel of Time. Working too hard. You're working too hard. I feel you're working too hard on other people and maybe yourself. There's nothing wrong with working on yourself, but you're working too much. So you're getting down to the nitty gritty stuff that you don't really need to worry about. That's what probably you're trapped in. You're trapped in this little loop. And you can't get out of it, and you can't, see past, oh, I need to keep doing this, I need to keep working in order to get this. But most people don't have like a 9-to-5 job kind of thing. It's not the same for everyone. So you need to learn that you're working too hard for yourself, and it's called Angel of Time. So time is money, I get it, but you need to learn to move forward. Next we have a Clockwork Pumpkin. A wonderful idea, the aha moment. So maybe that's where that 9 of Cups comes in. You finally figured out what is the solution to the 8 of Swords. And the 9 of Cups comes in. So you've gone from an 8 to a 9 of Cups. You've kind of gone, I've got my resolution. And that's the aha moment. So the second week probably kicks in with that 9 of Cups. Your third week, Nautical Princess, powerful personal growth. This is good. Okay. So we see that your fear is like being able to walk away from that my nails are sticking to that, from the 8 of Cups. You're learning how to walk away from it. But with the Empress, you're learning to be open-minded and be nurturing and Just go, it's okay, I get it, like it's a bit tough out there, I get this. And then with the Strength card, you have the Knight of Wands. So that Knight of Wands shows you are growing. You're just going out there to get the things that you need done, which is lovely. So there's a lot of personal growth here. Your last week of February is the Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. So there's a huge shift going on here at the last week because you have that Moon card, and I feel like with the Emperor as your weakness, that shows you the power shifting from the Emperor to the Empress. It's giving a lot of, you're becoming level-headed like that Queen of Wands here. So you're becoming very level-headed, like your overall energy for the month. And for each week, we see at the end, you do embrace the Queen of Wands at the end. That Moon card shows you that you do pick a path, you pick a choice, and you become a student of that path in order to become the Queen of Wands in the end. So, Geminis, that is your February reading. I will leave that there, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!